Isolation Nation. I am not
Oh,
Ben
no.
Glue, but I'm doing what I can to have his filters. What's going on? Hello. Welcome to the Social Distancing Social Club. Ben will be joining us in a couple of minutes, but for now, let me get this ridiculous thing off of me and let you know that if you want to support the show, please do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, you can super chat on the YouTube, throw in those Facebook stars, all that stuff. And please welcome the second leg, which is normally the third leg, but it's today the second leg of the four-legged dinosaur that makes up the quarantine of tripods. Please welcome Mr. Chris Bowers. Everybody, Chris Bowers. Bow wow.
What's up? I love that filter has a mole on your cheek there, like a teardrop tattoo, like you've killed a mother.
No, that's mine. I did kill a guy.
Yeah, I know. You destroyed a heckler, but yeah. So I
get one for every heckler.
Yeah, Ben looks like a hot girl. You look like Che Guevara. Went to a Saturday night party. Anyway, Rachel, how you doing, Rach?
I've got hats. I've got toys. I'm feeling Ben's presence within me.
All right, good, because
that's enough.
Unlike Carmel during this pandemic. Boom. Anyway.
Boom. Usually, presents at Ben's house sit there for 6 weeks before he tells anybody about them. So.
That's fair.
Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. I had a thing I wanted to run by you guys before we get started here.
Okay.
So I got an IKEA wardrobe thing, and it's made for 4 shelves, and it comes with 2. So I tried to buy 2 more shelves, and they're not on the website. So I called them up, and I was like, "Hey, can I buy 2 shelves to this?" And they're like, "We don't sell those shelves." And I was like, "Can I buy a wardrobe without the shelf, or just the shelves hold the wardrobe? Can I do that?" And they said no. And finally, I convinced them to let me just buy the shelves from them. But while this was all happening, I was supposed to have a call with a friend of mine. I told her it was delayed because I was dealing with IKEA. And then we talked. I made fun of IKEA a little bit. She hangs up her phone, and she texts me, every one of her ads on Facebook is now coming up for IKEA.
Oh, no.
That's fucking terrifying, right?
It is.
Oh, I like it, man. I like the fact that Google's learning about me. I like my phone. My phone's like, hey, it's Chrissy's birthday. Here's some shit she's been Googling. Check this shit out. Help me eventually. Like, we're in that weird transition period where it's just creepy, but eventually your phone's going to be like, you're going to be able to like, hey, what was that song I liked in middle school? And they'll play it for you. It'll be like Cake by the Ocean. You'll be like, oh, fucking thank you. Finally.
Ben will be like, that was not a song. We still don't believe you. That was not a song.
I'm saying we're in that creepy middle part. There's going to become a part where, like, you know, I envision it's going to be better. It's just we're on the way there. I like it. I like when my phone knows about me. But I understand how you be freaked out about it. Have you thought about naming your car IKEA?
Oh, my God. No. Oh. Holy shit. Can I call it Mikea?
I like how you put that joke together. Anyway.
God damn it. Well, I had the instructions. They were step by step, but the pictures were terrible. Anyway, how was the overnight game?
I love you take your IKEA or your MyKea to the dealership. He fixes the entire thing with an Allen wrench. That's fucking awesome.
He's like, hold on, it'll just be a minute.
Oh, you need a new transmission. This might take 10 years. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be like, oh, wow, what's really weird is this car came with an extra power steering. I don't know. It was just left over at the end.
Are these shocks supposed to go somewhere? All
Yeah.
right.
I put the trunk on backwards.
Only opens in. Okay. That'd be annoying. The overnight game was, what are some things that Danny Alabama would say? So, you know, and the winner was Danny McQueen from Frank Berman. Had the stain on my underwear looks like Jesus. I thought that was.
Oh my God.
What?
So that was a good one.
Poor Adam.
Like when they see Jesus in a potato chip, but it's in his underwear. Yeah, you know, he probably had Arby's or something. Anyway, Steve, what's today's game?
All right. Well, if that was the winner, I don't want to hear the other entries. So today's game, finally, the weather has broken a little bit, certainly in the Northeast, where it was actually a decent day today. It got up to 55 degrees in Pittsburgh. I don't know what it was like other places, but the idea is that spring is coming. We can see it coming. It's not quite here yet, but it's on its way. So with that, we're going to make a movie warmer.
73 here, Steve. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's beautiful here. It always has been.
So it was cold in LA.
73 and sunny all day.
Beautiful.
There are people laying out by my pool. So, you know, but hey, 54 is also good. So nice.
Yeah,
job.
but the food costs more. Anyway, so Make a movie warmer. That's the way it works. You take the name of a movie and you make it warmer somehow. For instance, St. Elmo's Forest Fire.
Oh.
Or they're not as bad as that. Or The Going Outsiders. Or how about the that very famous franchise about the boy wizard, Very Hotter. Anyway, take the name of a movie and make it warmer. What you do is you comment on any of our feeds, our Twitter, our Twitch, our YouTube, or our Facebook. But if you want yours to count toward the prize at the end of the show and have a much better chance of being read on air, contribute a tip along with it, at least $5 of a Venmo, a PayPal, or a Super Chat. We will read those at the end of the show. And if you're in the front row, as always, you get up to 3 entries for free.
So like Fahrenheit 912.
It's
It's 1 degree hotter. See?
Was that was the idea? Oh, that was the temperature. That was the reason it was. I didn't realize that was why the movie was.
I know that's why it is. I just think it's funny.
No.
All right, perfect. Fine. Celsius 9/11. Anyway, the point is, contribute to the game, and with that, should we do the front row? Am I gonna do it?
Let's do it.
I'm going to get to do the front row. Ladies and gentlemen, front row, join us. Turn on your cameras, please, and join us. And I'm going to try to go through this and be just as good at this as Ben is. It is not going to work. Here we go. All right, everybody.
High bars.
Who we got up first, Taylor? Throw someone out there. All right, we got Kate Louise and her owner.
Nice.
There is Bill Thompson rubbing it in that pot is legal in Canada. Nicely done, Bill. We get it. You guys are better. Socialized medicine and weed. We got Zara coming to us from Australia, where pot is not legal, because they are almost as backwards as we are. Almost. Was that one day? Was that what that?
No, as in it's legal in Canberra in the ACT.
So it's legal in the capital of, you know what, I'll go into my regional knowledge later. Anyway, thank you for joining us. We have Ray Benjamin coming to us where potted plants are legal. Thank you, Ray.
Yay!
We have Abby coming to us with her owner. Fantastic. Who else we got? We got Brad Clark coming to us from the supernova in the sky, which is typically where supernovas are. I also don't know if that's a supernova. I don't know enough about that stuff. We got a galaxy. That's what I meant, a supernova galaxy. And then we have Andrea Gordon coming to us. Welcome back with the home Reds. We appreciate that. Do
you always match your curtains with your outfits? Like, do you have like blue curtains and purple curtains and all, or just the red ones? I like the curtains.
We can't hear you, but that's cool.
She's muted. She's muted, unlike that color. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we also have Cass here wearing the Ben Gleib merch. Nope, it's for me. It's for me. It's not for Ben. Thank you, Cass. We got LJ Mutz promoting origin stories with Jamie Kennedy. Still going to have the most awkward story you've ever heard. I can't wait. We got
Love you, LJ.
Sean Ehrlich joining us with his bandana matching Andrea's background. That is fantastic. What a coordination that you guys have done on today's show. Nicely done, Sean. We got Patrick Yoakley and his owner. I'm assuming the hat is the sentient being in that. That is an insanely... There are 10-gallon hats, and then there are ocean hats. Like, that is the entire holy
derby
shit.
hat. That's a derby hat.
That's a derby hat. No, that protects him from the storms he chases. That's what that is. We got Frankie Angles coming to us with the wave that clearly showed the green screen right there. We got Cassie Nolan and her cupboard. Welcome, Cassie and cupboard.
I'm grateful it's closed, Cassie.
Yes, thank you for keeping all doors closed. That's the rule on the show. Speaking of closed doors, we have Brian O'Connor with a ship that you probably can't get into at the bottom of the ocean, sporting the Isolation Nation shirt. We appreciate that. Nicely done, sir. We got Frank Berman with his head strategically placed in front of what I have always thought is a very nice, well-lit poster, personally. I've always quite enjoyed the lighting on that poster. I've just kept my mouth shut all of this time. We've got Anna Hood coming to us right in front of the Rorschach test. I see a racing stripe. We have JoJo, also kind of matching the sash of the curtains, I guess. Not really, JoJo. You got to change the color to match the curtains. You got to get with it here. No one can have a curtain without matching it. Leedy Corbin matching her wall. Nicely done with the mustard tones, which is not
Close
too
it.
and very cool. And yeah, close the closet. What are you
Thanks so
doing?
much.
We're gonna get demonetized.
By the way, Steve, this is the first time I've heard a comic talk about matching curtains, and they were talking about the actual curtains.
Comics seem to be really interested in the patterns of curtains and drapes. Curtains, drapes, carpets, they're really interested in all of that. It's very strange. Anyway, is that the whole front row? We did the whole front row. Thank you for joining us.
Adler.
Nice.
Oh, we got Adler also. We
Right in the dark somewhere.
and Dave Adler's somewhere buried under snow.
There he
despite
is.
the thaw.
He's in his actual set. Cool.
Yeah, he lives in upstate New York, so they're gonna get spring sometime around June. Anyway, thanks for joining us, Dave, and all of your DVDs.
I don't know if you've been to upstate New York, Steve, but that 7.5 minutes of summer they get is really nice. It's a really nice that it's almost 10 minutes, and it's you lay outside, you go to ball games.
Sometimes the groundhog doesn't see a shadow, and they get 12 minutes of summer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you
And
go
that's
to
how it
you
works.
go to one inning of a minor league ball game. It's the best.
Yeah, you just got to pick your inning. The bottom of the fifth. That's where we go.
Yeah, you have time to cook half a hot dog.
I could cook a whole hot dog. We have two great comics with us. Galina Rivina is back. Galina, how are you?
Good. Hey, it's so good to be here. You guys are joining me on the first day that I used one of those hair dryer hairbrush combos. So thanks for being here on my good hair day.
That's
So it worked out for you?
It did.
Look at it. Of course it worked out for her.
Yes,
Look at
look at
hair.
that body.
We
looks
also
very nice, but we don't know the difference.
We also have, well, the sad thing is if you do notice the difference, then they're like, oh, so it looked like shit before. And you're like, no, I thought it always looked great. It just looks exceptionally great now. It's very hard to compliment women.
Well, the
Anyway,
problem
Sammy
is,
Obeid.
Bowers. We'll introduce
What's that?
Sammy in a second. We have to introduce Sammy, and then I'll get back to this.
All right, Sammy Obeid's here. Sammy, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, ask me about my curtain. Damn it, this was the best I could do. I'm way off. I'm
Close.
bring me on in 5 minutes. Talk about whatever you're going to talk about. I gotta find
Did you
it.
use a hair dryer comb combo? Because your hair looks amazing too, dude.
Yeah, I did actually. I just actually walked out in the wind for a few moments, and I was
Drove your top down. I like it.
yeah.
I do appreciate your curtains matching my drapes, though. Thank you for that.
Oh no.
I said drapes. I didn't say carpet. Anyway, my point is, Bowers, when you compliment a woman, do you say, hey, you look so much better than you did before? Like, how do you put
No,
it?
what I'm saying is if you go, there's time, not all the time, but and not all women, but there's a thing where if you go, oh, your hair looks great today, or oh my God, you look amazing. And I've had women say, oh, so it doesn't look good normally. And you're like, well, no, that's not what I was saying. I'm just saying it always looks great. Today it looks especially great. I don't know.
Well,
You know?
start there. Start with that. Be like, hey, you look especially amazing today. And also, date less insecure people. Who are you talking to?
Yeah, exactly.
No, these aren't people I'm dating. I'm just saying this is just happen. It just happens every so often when you're okay. Yeah, maybe I'm the only person that's ever happened to. You're right. I'm a dick.
No. I'm fascinated by the idea of someone so insecure that you're like, hey, you look great. And they're like, oh, so I looked like shit yesterday? At that point, I would be like, yeah, probably. Like, if you're going to act like that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. You didn't
Like, you ever
like-
try to tell a woman she's not a 10, Steve? You'd be like, you're a 9.6, and she's like, oh,
Why would you
not a
say
10.
that?
No, I've never tried that. I've never tried to reduce.
A girl's like, honestly, what do you think I am on a scale of 1 to 10? You're like, I don't know, 9.4, which I think is a compliment. And they're like, oh, I'm not a 10. It's like, well, fuck, no one's a 10. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you were a
Jesus
9.
Christ was a 10.
What'd you say, Sammy?
I said you were a 9.2 yesterday, so it's totally fine, right?
Maybe I'm the only one that has these problems. I'm sorry. I think.
No, I enjoy it a great deal. There are definitely people who are very insecure, but I think a compliment is a compliment, as long as it's not a backhanded compliment. Like if you say you look great today, like yeah, you're saying you're complimenting them. But if you're like, ugh, you look great today, finally, that's not good. You shouldn't. No one on that.
True. It depends on your goal, I guess. But
All right.
Yeah, negs aren't good. You don't want to neg people. I give you
No,
that.
Like red hair is weird, but Steve, it looks good on you.
Yeah,
that's
that would be a neg.
That's a backhanded compliment for sure.
Yeah.
That is, and it's as red as I would be if I got hit with their backhand. So that's perfect. Or if I turned a lamp on. Either way. Anyway, We also I wanted to run something by you guys. See what you thought of this. Lately I've been getting a lot more of those fake Facebook pages pretending to be me, and they're all really, really obvious. It's like they'll spell my name wrong. They'll have 3 pictures of me and then like 18 pictures of some dude from some other country. And they'll be like, one was named Steve Hofstetter Gifts Official. And they will comment on like 100 people's things saying like, you won, just give us your account information. I don't feel bad for the people who do.
Well, here's the thing, Steve. I can't imagine that's a good strategy because anybody who watches you and thinks your comedy is funny is smart enough not to fall for that dumb shit. Right?
Well,
I mean, they should be faking Larry the Cable Guy fucking profiles if they want to try to catch people. Like, they're always gonna no Steve Hofstetter fucking fan is gonna be like, whoop, you're all smart. They have to be, or they wouldn't like your jokes.
I appreciate the compliment, and also from the amount of messages I've gotten being like, is this really you? I disagree with it. Because there have been a lot of people who have fallen for it. There was one guy who got mad at me. And I was like, dude, call your bank.
You should kick them out of your fandom.
Be like, if you believe this, you don't get my jokes. Fuck off.
Yeah, you like me for the wrong reasons if you got tricked by these people.
Yeah.
Sammy, anybody making fake profiles up to try to steal money from people being Sammy Obeid?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I can't relate to that at all. What does that feel like?
Yeah, no one's trying to pretend to be me to get money or get laid. I don't understand how this works.
The first time it happened, I was like, oh, I guess this is kind of, like a sign that I've made it somehow. And then after that, I was like, fuck these assholes. These are terrible people. Like,
You're gonna start
I'm having friends for the wrong reasons. Hey, everybody.
Hey, Ben's here. What's up, buddy?
Coming in hot.
Sorry I am late, but hello.
welcome, Ben. I did nothing in my open out of the ordinary.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He just had that raspberry beret on it. It didn't look as good as you do, Ben. You wear it better. I don't know what's going on. But...
I can't tell you, by the way, I tried to impress Carmel the other day in the weirdest way I've ever tried to impress a woman. I literally said to Carmel, just so you know, Bowers thinks I'm hotter in the female filters than Steve.
You are. You have more delicate features. Steve's more angular. Anyway.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Ben,
So,
congratulations.
What you got to work out or look out for, Steve, is if you start getting a bunch of cameo requests where it's like, "Hi, I'm Steve, and I'm about to give out a bunch of prizes. Just fill out my thing right here on Facebook. Just click this button, and I'll give you a bunch of prizes. I'm Steve." And then that's the cameo, and then they steal $1 billion from people.
But the weirdest part is that they believe those profiles are me. And when I was doing this thing, I don't do it anymore, but for a while I did like these fan profiles because Facebook limits how many people you can be friends with. And so I would make like a fan profile, and I would make a video on it being like, hey, this is really me. Here's the URL. I'm holding up a sign with the URL and the date. Here, it's really me. And there were so many people who reported that as spam. And meanwhile, they'll fall over backwards to get Steve Hofstetter gifts. It's really fucking weird.
But Steve, in fairness, when you hold up a sign proving where you are, they could think this is a hostage account.
That's actually true. They were like, I'm going to report this as spam and not try to save him.
Give me back my Steve.
I don't exactly know what you guys are talking about, but I think I get the gist. And an account popped up on Twitter the other week that was called "We Hate Ben Gleib," which was really fun to have. And they made it their mission. Their mission was to make sure that people realize how stupid and lame I am or something. My fans thankfully got it taken down. But
your sound is crazy right now.
All right.
Does it need to be lower or what?
Lower.
Yeah.
Copy that.
But anyway, I just, Ben,
So
I don't mean to interrupt.
they
I
already
don't
took
mean
my
to-
Twitter down?
Yeah, I don't mean to interrupt the story, but Bowers was really upset that his Twitter got taken down.
Yeah, they already got it.
Why did that happen?
It was "We Hate Ben Gleib." I changed it, and then you guys all reported me. It was a joke. I was just trying to be funny, and then I saw that, and I did not follow it. I didn't follow the Twitter.
Very- A couple of years ago, there was Does it still sound bad, Rachel?
Terrible.
That loud.
Great. Why don't I do some tips while Ben figures that out? Pam said, "Dear God," so Steve, when you got on, She said, "Dear God, that filter, the horror," and then it's emoji of the ring woman like crawling out of the TV.
Tim, I don't disagree.
Or in that filter, Steve. That's mean.
Yeah, be like, oh, the horror, horror.
A whore. Frankie Berman said, "Steve, I need you to seriously consider calling your car Kristen Kia."
That's been the leader right now. I'm thinking of calling it Kristen.
You didn't like my text about Tia to Kia? I thought Tia to
Kia was pretty funny.
I like that one.
Tia the Kia.
Tia the Kia. There you go.
Yeah, but I think and that's true because it just lets everybody inside. Okay, let's move on. What's the next?
Oh no!
And it believes the Earth is flat.
Is my sound fixed now? It should be good now. Bring it up a little bit, sure. And
Sorry,
how
the
do I
audience
sound
can't
right?
hear me. Go
Sorry
ahead.
about that. How do I sound now, you guys?
That's
Much
better.
better.
There
That's
we
pretty
go.
good. Okay.
There we go.
So to end this very long, drawn out story, I'm sorry, but a few years ago there was another account that was also called "We Hate Ben Gleib," but that was the handle. But you know how you can change like the name above it? The main name was "Ben Gleib is a Nazi," which I found to be quite ironic at the very least, considering I'm definitely Jewish. But their bio was so funny that I actually liked them for a while and was engaging with them until they became homophobic and I had to block them and report them. But their bio was very funny. Their bio was, "I am an ugly, shitty game show host and I get gangbanged daily for box mac and cheese."
Wait, you can get boxed mac and cheese that way?
So this was something created.
details.
This was created by somebody close to you, Ben, that knew you, right? That's crazy. They knew all that.
Call is coming from inside the house.
It was very creative. I enjoyed it.
I realized that I can relate to this because recently somebody was like, "Sammy, somebody's impersonating you." I was like, "What?" There's like, "Yeah, there's a TikTok account in your name." And I was like, "Oh yeah, somebody must be impersonating me."
You're not a 12-year-old girl. What are you doing?
I dance like one.
Emmy, you got a real quarantine look going on here. Your hair is look like you just washed up ashore right now.
I know. We talked about it earlier. I have a special routine, and the curtains match the drapes. Inside joke, you'll never get it.
Judging on the way you look right now, it looks like the curtains are about to touch the drapes. My Lord.
He goes to the barber. He's like, "I just want the castaway. Give me the castaway."
Yeah, he's like, "What do you want to look like?" And Sammy just hands him a volleyball.
Sammy's been talking to his balls for companionship all pandemic.
Just one of them, yeah.
All right, Rage, catch us up. Let's get to a set.
Dana said, "Have we not considered that there's a Nigerian prince named Steve Hofstetter who looks a lot like Stevie?" I didn't think so. And then she said, "Bowers, walk away from the Bidka." I don't know what Bidka is.
I
Does
think
anybody else?
I'm doing bits, but it's like vodka, maybe?
How's it spelled?
BITCA.
All right.
I
I'm gonna
think
find.
I'm making
It
bits.
was while Bowers was putting his foot in his mouth around like, "You're a 9.6. That's
It is a what? No, the thing that came up when I looked, it's from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, where Xander doesn't know how to spell bitch and pronounces it Bitka.
I don't think that's a reference there, Megan.
No, because if you were talking about someone who was being shitty and and not taking a compliment, maybe that person was a Bitka.
I invested in Bitcoin.
Christy Swanson, is that what you're saying?
I heard
Sammy.
that.
I'm rich now. I invested in Bitcoin many years ago, and I'm rich now. So
We can tell.
Yeah, Sammy's so rich he doesn't have to look like he's kept up.
yeah,
That's how you know someone's got money, when they walk in with a hoodie and messy hair, and you'd be like, "Man, that guy's either homeless or wealthy. There's nothing in between."
That is a fact. You look like a wind-blown billionaire.
A couple more. Technic says, "Sammy, shout out. Thank you for the KO. So many laughs."
Oh.
And then Zara just wanted to say, and thank you to whoever in the fandom was responsible for sending me the silliest, noisiest bouquet of flowers I've ever received. The lilies are almost as gorgeous as Rachel. They've got squeaky chickens in the in
Yeah.
the
Someone sent Zara those with the chickens, and she doesn't know who it was. So
I don't know who it was.
I tried to take credit, but she wouldn't believe me.
Well, that's because the
roasted-
rubber chickens aren't fried.
And it's a solid point. Those are grilled chickens, and I don't fuck with grilled chickens.
They roasted Ben though. They roasted Ben in the card. I don't
Oh,
know.
Then it could have been me.
Okay, so it said sending you this Bok K. Cocos, we're lucky to have you in our flock of budget chickens and flamingos and Ben.
well, no, he's not a budget chicken or a flamingo. He's just Ben.
Yeah, that's not. I don't think
Yeah,
that's
it's not a bird.
roasting.
That's you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a bunch of other stuff, but hashtag STSC, hashtag Isolation Nation, yeah, but
That's only a burn if they're from Carmel.
I honestly don't think it was a burn, and that's a shame because I was looking forward to it.
Same. I have no idea who sent it to you.
my roommate hates you right now. Whoever sent me this. Oh, thank you. Mwah.
Did you send it, Ben?
No.
Oh.
I think your rubber chicken is sentient.
Yeah. Does he have your credit card? Look inside that rubber chicken. See if there's a credit card in there. Anyway, Rach.
If sentient means got a great whole mouth you can make love to, then you got that right, Steve.
That is what I meant.
God.
We are caught up.
We are caught up. Let's get to a set coming up right now. Returning champion. We love her. Galina Rivina, everybody. Woo!
Ooh, yay! Thank you. Good to be back. I will start with this. Since the last time I've been on, my mom ended up having COVID back in December. She is okay. But while my mom had COVID, my stepdad didn't, and that is such a weird way of learning that your parents sleep in separate beds. Yeah, I was like, oh, no affection happening in the house whatsoever. You didn't even get a little bit of COVID, just a touch. So unfortunately, my mom still doesn't have her sense of smell back, going on 3 months now. But that actually turned into a fun game when I was home recently. And with her, I turned into the old Verizon guy, but I just kept saying, can you smell me now? I would be like, smell this, and just hold different things up to her. And she'd be like, no, can't smell it. And then I'd fart and be like, can you smell it now? And ultimately, she doesn't want to even get her sense of smell back. So fix that. While I was visiting, I met my newest baby cousin. Such a cute little baby. And I always have the same response when I see a cute baby. And I can't even help it. I just go, oh, that thing is so cute. I want to eat it. It's such a cute baby. I want to eat it. It's so cute. I want to eat it. And it's fine when I say that to a baby. But the minute that Army Hammer says it to an adult, I don't know where I land on that. I'm like, he's still hot though. I might give him a nibble. I got a DNA test for my dog. Good way to spend my money. I got it. You know, I haven't even gotten a DNA test for myself yet. And I think the reason that I got one for my dog before I got one for myself is because I'm already pretty sure that I'm just Russian and Jewish. Whereas my dog could have been a combination of anything. And it's so much more fun to picture a Chihuahua humping a pit bull than it is to picture a Russian humping a Jew. Money well spent. I recently got asked to share my Netflix password by somebody that I was seeing. And I told him that that was too early in the relationship. I was like, I can't give you my Netflix password. That's too much of a commitment. And he's like, what do you mean by that? It's not that big of a commitment. And I go, no, you don't understand. If I just gave you my Netflix password, I just gave you all of my passwords. It's not just Netflix. That's Wells Fargo. That's Instagram. That's everything I've logged into since 2014. And I just don't understand these people that are capable of coming up with different passwords for everything that they log into. I don't get it. I can't do that. My dog only has one birthday. But I have been dating in the pandemic, which, I mean, it's not fun pre-pandemic. It's not fun during, it's just bad all around. But I did go out with a guy who was like sitting there and he's asking me about my background. And I told him I'm Jewish and he goes, "You don't look Jewish," which you never want to hear that. But you're like, "What do you mean by that?" And I gave him this weird look and he tried to backpedal and he goes, "Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I mean, like, listen, one of my best friends is Jewish, but like, he's not like annoying Jewish." And I'm like, this can't get worse. This can't. It's
Wow.
We were talking about tricking people for money. I'm not gonna lie, I did send $400 out on a Western Union account one time because I thought I was trying to buy a Yorkie. Never got my Yorkie. This was like 10 years ago, still waiting. That is the last time that I trust a Nigerian prince, you guys. Did I? Oh, there's the light. All right, I'm gonna end it at that.
Galina Rivina, everybody. Galina Rivina. Tip jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You could PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on the YouTube. Do all of that stuff. By the way, Galina, I never thought of that. That like maybe some of the people who don't want to participate in contact tracing with COVID is because it'll reveal that they were cheating.
Oh.
Like just the idea of like, oh, it looks like you have it, and also someone at work.
Yeah. Well, the good news is now that your mom lost her sense of smell, your stepdad can sleep in the bedroom again. That's probably nice. That's why they were sleeping apart. Was
If your mom needs that cured, Henry's anal glands do the trick. I experienced this firsthand, right? Literally cured my sense of smell after COVID. Brought me right back. So I can bottle it and sell it if you want, or you can just borrow the dog.
Oh,
and by the way,
God.
Galina, did you say you would give Army Hammer a nibble or a nipple? I misheard the joke.
Ooh, I mean, honestly, either or.
My thought was if you're gonna give him a body part, like he was taking like a part of your side, like a whole nipple would be a lot. That's kind of a commitment. As opposed
How big are these nipples?
Oh, well.
well, they're yours. I don't know how big they are. You're the one giving up nipples. What do you, okay.
That literally is the new weirdest question about nipples on this show. That just overtook. Are you hungry for these nipples? How big are my own nipples?
Which, by the way, new shirt in the store available now. I just made it. No, that's not at all the case.
Your nipples don't look Jewish.
I did a 23andMe, and it really is depressing when it just comes back as what you know exactly what it is. Like I had it, and it was 99.1% Ashkenazi Jew. And
I thought yours was gonna come back creamsicle.
No, my dad was a creamsicle. My mother was an email. We've been over it.
I do think when you share your Netflix password, though, I wish that you could like tell it who we were sharing it with, so they wouldn't tell them all the things you've watched. You know, that's kind of fucking up my game occasionally when I like share a Netflix password. People are like, "You're fucking watching Gilmore Girls," and you're like, "Shut up, it's good. I like how fast."
Be like, it's good. Did you see the season where you know what? Shut up. And I just watched it once. It was one time.
You know, nobody
cousin
ever
was
asks
over.
you for your Pornhub password.
Oh yeah.
Have any of you ever had like an actual account on any of the porn sites?
Why when it's free?
But there are people with accounts, and there are people who upvote and downvote the movies.
Yeah.
Plus, those
That's a good
people,
point.
they're doing something important for society that we're not willing to do. So
That's a good point.
They'll have like you'll see a video on Pornhub, and it'll be like 3 million upvotes, 400,000 downvotes, and I'm like, 3,400,000 people logged into this, and we're like, I need to vote.
Oh, I thought all 400,000 just be their dad was downvoting.
It was just that actress
they all-
dad logging in 400,000 times.
No,
No, I think most of
don't watch
those-
her. It's terrible. Don't watch her.
I think people are misunderstanding up and down votes. It's 3 million people voted up votes, and then when they were done, 400,000 clicked down vote. It's pretty incredible also the ways that they try to spam you on these porn sites. Like, you'll click one thing and it's like your phone is infected. Your phone's infected. It takes over the screen, or you'll click another one and it says it like tries to get you. The point is, you just have to know what things to click.
I love us letting you sit on an island while you explained the problems with clicking on many different porn sites, and we didn't help you at all. You just had to go down that. That happened to me already today with my reading.
I really like the idea that Ben's like, and that's how I got a new phone.
I'm actually on Pornhub right now, and there's a comment from Steve Hofstetter gifts. So I don't.
It promises a free Pornhub membership. Now, there's a video on my YouTube where there was a guy at a show once who was wearing a Pornhub hat. He like had a Pornhub beanie, and Andrew Rivers made fun of it. And then like I asked him like how he got it, and apparently he's like some sort of VIP member. Like he's
like
proud.
Is it like Marlboro Miles? Every time you jerk off on Pornhub, you get 2 points, and then once you add up enough points, you get a hat. Is that how?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thousands.
That's the saddest thing. Yeah, that guy actually drove there in a Pornhub truck, which, you know.
He had one hot dog in the back of that truck.
Queen, what do we got?
All right. So we have Patrick Yoakley tipped Galina $25 and said, Galina, you had me at can you smell me now?
Can you?
Zara Bending, $5. Got a DNA test for my dog. Turns out she's 100% that bitch.
I was only 99.1% that bitch.
We had Corin Black, $5. Galina, dating in the pandemic is absolutely the worst.
Yep. Can't argue with that.
We also had Frankie Berman, $5. Great set, Galina. By the chance, did your ex have a Facebook profile with a photo of Steve on it?
No, it was just a Pornhub hat.
Technics, $2. Galina, hashtag, can your mom smell what The Rock is cooking?
Hey, by the way, if you've not watched Young Rock yet on television, it's a very good show. I was very skeptical. I watched the pilot last night. It is fucking hilarious. Check that out. Anyway, go ahead, Ben. Rich.
Adam Ray is in it, by the way.
Yeah, Adam Ray plays Vince McMahon.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Yeah, he wasn't in the pilot, but it's a really cool show. It's going to be neat. It's the premise is he's running for president in 2032, and they're doing an interview to get his backstory, so he seems like a regular dude. It's really funny.
What a great way to launch a campaign. Ben,
I'm telling you, man, he's going to run in 2024.
Should have thought of that, Ben.
Yeah, it's pretty genius.
We should have done this show before the campaign. Really would have been the way to do it.
Yeah. I bet we could have got all these people to move to New Hampshire and got you almost 3%.
Tam Brown tipped $5 and said, Galina, I'd give up my debit card before I give up my Netflix password. That's way less trouble.
Must not be much money for that.
Doodoo Bean sent you $10 and said, Netflix and chill, not today, but can I have your password? Tim Stewart, $5, great set. Ray Benjamin, $5, great set. Thank you, guys.
Nice.
We also had Zara say, the comments section in Pornhub are my favorite. A lot of anti-capitalist statement and astronomy and a bunch of high heels on the leather couch. This is why we can't have nice things.
I've never read the comments on Pornhub, but now I very much want to.
Same, and I still don't want to.
I just thought they were all like, you're dirty. Why are you looking at this, you weirdo? What a perv. I thought that's what all the comments would be, just shaming you, but they...
No, they just walk behind you with a bell.
How dare you look at this? This is my daughter. Downvote.
And we are caught up.
All right. Do we want to get right to Sammy? Let's do it. Coming up next, he's one of our favorites too, Sammy Obeid, everybody.
Hey. All right. So I'm going to tell a story of something that was brought up last time that I was on this show about me being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. But before you get sad, don't worry. I was a math major. I love multiplication, so it's totally good. I love the times tables. So it started last year in the pandemic. I was having back pain, which like that's all adults get that, right? Like that's the mark of adulthood. Like the only humans that don't have back pain are babies, right? Like babies are born with these perfect. That's why they have the saying, "Baby got back." I want my baby back. But so I was calling the doctor for months, and my doctor was not picking up. So finally, I get a call like 5 months later, and the doctor's assistant is like, "Your doctor disappeared 4 months ago," which like it might as well have just said like, "Your doctor's been dead for 10 years." Which either way, it's the Affordable Care Act, so it's still a good deal, you know. $0 copay. So I had to transfer to a new doctor who I looked up on Google, and they had 1 star on Google, and I was like, "Thanks, Obama." And she set me up for X-rays, and the X-rays came back. They said nothing remarkable, which was the same review I got on Last Comic Standing. But then I went and got MRIs, or as I call them, Mr. Eyes, and I had to wait a week for the results to come in, and then once I heard they were in, I called my 1-star doctor, and I was like, "Hey, so I want to talk about my MRI results," and she was like, "Yeah, what'd they say?" I was like, "No, that's what you're for." And then she was like, "Oh, I got to call you back." So then I go to the store, I come back a few hours later, and I have a voicemail from the doctor. And she's like, "Here, I got your MRI results right here. Your cervical spine came back, let's see, normal. Your thoracic spine, came back normal. And your brain came back abnormal. You need to call me and your neurologist now." And then she hung up, and that was the voicemail. And I called her back immediately, and she had left the office for the day. And then I called the neurologist, and he'd left the office for the day. And then I checked my phone. I get a message from Chris Bowers. He's like, "Are you here for sound check?" And I was like, "Oh shit, I have the show."
Oh my God.
Right when they dropped that. So I had to, like the whole hour and a half, I was just thinking about what abnormal means. And for those of you who are regulars, it was the day that Ben put on the Chris Bowers face, and it was Ben Bowers. So I was watching that for 30 minutes, and I was like, "There's no way my brain's not abnormal." You know what I mean? Something going on. So so after not sleeping that whole night, the next day I called the neurologist, and the neurologist is like, "We found a lesion on the white matter of your brain." I said, No, Black Lives Matter." And he was like, it's a lesion that resembles multiple sclerosis because of the location and the orientation, but there's only one. And I was like, "So it's a singular sclerosis." He's like, "That's not a thing. You need to get follow-up MRIs so that we can get a closer look." So I hang up with him, and then my 1-star doctor calls me, and she's like, "Yeah, so you heard the news, you have multiple sclerosis." So I was like, wait a second. We found one. And she's like, "Yeah, but when there's one, there's likely more." I'm like, "That's not how it is for your stars on Google." You need to become a multiple star doctor. So for a whole month, I didn't sleep. Like it was I had to wait a month to get the follow-up MRIs. And the thing is that when you don't sleep, all sorts of things happen to your body. Like your vision becomes blurry. You get all sorts of weird aches and pains. You become numb, which are all the symptoms of multiple sclerosis. So I started out with back pain. I got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and then I got multiple sclerosis over the course of a month. And this was all the whole time when the election was going on. So I felt like there was like a battle of good and evil inside of me, you know? And then I was like, yeah, but I didn't know if like Trump or Biden winning would mean that I would have it or not, because I mean, politics are neither two are like shining pillars of examples of brain health, right? So I didn't really know what was going to happen. So the doctor calls, I get the MRIs. The doctor calls a week later, and she's like, "Hey, I have the results for your MRIs." And I was like listening. And then she's like, "Call me back." Like she didn't leave it on the voicemail that time. I call her back. She's gone for the day. I call the neurologist. He's gone for the day. Get a message. It's Chris Bowers. "You're late for sound check." The same day. So I come back, and this was the day right after the election when we were trying to figure out who's winning, and Steve's busting out the spreadsheets, and I was just waiting, and I get a call from the doctor while I'm in the session, and I check it after, and the verdict is no additional lesions. So I have one sclerosis, and it's single, and ready to mingle. So the thing about that is people ask, so do you have multiple sclerosis? No, you have to have multiple to have it. So I technically do not. And you can thank my math major for that. So if my math major is good for one thing, it was self-diagnosing myself away from multiple sclerosis. However, I will say that I have improved a lot in the last 3 months. I haven't got a follow-up MRI again to see if like the lesion's gone, but I've been feeling a lot better. But I'm going to give you, just so you can see my brain scan. It's a really small lesion. This is it right here. It's like that super tiny, see that spot right there? Yeah. See, but if you get like a closer look, you can kind of see it a little bit more, and then maybe even like zoom it in a little bit more. So that's so that's a great picture. Sound check. Anyways, the only thing harder than that experience was trying to tell this story in 5 minutes. So sorry if I went a little long. But, I don't have multiple sclerosis. I'm fine. It's all good. Everything's good.
Sammy Obeid, everybody. Sammy Obeid. Please. Jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com, of course. Super chat on the YouTube. By the way, Sammy, very impressive that you were able to make up that whole story in time for this episode. We really appreciate that.
Wait, so you do have it or you don't have it? Is there a treatment for that one lesion? What's the story?
There's a lot of things you can do. You can take shrooms. You can take more. I'm doing like a little bit of everything. I'm taking like B12 and vitamin D, and just it's a nervous system thing. So you have to just like learn how to calm down. So I think part of the problem, which I didn't tell in the story, was that I had a lot of family drama last year with like my parents separating, and then the stress of COVID and all that stuff. I wasn't sleeping for like 3 months straight. So I think that was the problem. So I'm sleeping now, and I said I only had back pain, but I also had like numbness and tingling and stuff, and that stuff's all gone. So I would say if I get a follow-up MRI in a few months, very likely the lesion will be gone. But some people recover. Some people never lose it. Some people have it for life, and then some people it goes away. So
what does the shrooms do?
The shrooms apparently are good for remyelinating, which is the sheath on your nerves. It's good for growing sheath. That's what they say is certain shrooms, not only like reishi mushrooms, but also like the psychedelic ones too.
So, Sammy, have you considered taking something that might have been advertised in late night TV? They seem to.
Prevagen. Prevagen was developed from the stuff in jellyfish.
Yeah. I should ask them for a set so they can advertise it. So.
Yeah. Well, thank God it seems manageable and it's going to disappear and it's probably going to be gone, dude. That's fantastic development in that story. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think it's wonderful. Now we can be mad at you for being late for soundcheck again. Now that we know.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I had stressed your life. And both days you were getting these diagnoses and waiting for because when you're waiting for something you're nervous about, when somebody else texts you, you're always mad at them. You're like, "No, you're not the doctor. Fuck you." Right? So I'm sure I caused some stress. I apologize.
No problem. It was just a strange coincidence that I happened to be booked on the show the day that I got the results. So yeah.
I just love also the work ethic of these doctors. This is very, very serious. You must call me back, and I'm out.
Yeah, she left at 2 p.m. What was with that? So
Jesus.
Yeah. By the way, Sammy, I think the takeaway from this story is that we have you on the show too often.
Maybe the doctor watches the show. That's why she left.
Yeah.
By the way.
She was at sound check.
I had a situation once where like I just a routine checkup including an STD panel, and I don't get the results for long. You're supposed to get the results within 2 to 3 days. I don't get the results. It's like 5 days already. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I call the doctor, and they go, "Oh, I can't tell you. The doctor is gonna have to call you." And I'm like, "Oh fuck, I have everything." Like, it's just, immediately that's where your head goes. Now, what she meant was, legally, I'm not allowed to say, you're fine, but the doctor will call you and tell you. But instead, she just basically was like, you have everything. Like, that's what I thought for, like, the 6 hours until the doctor fucking called me. It was the worst.
She's like, I can't tell you results, just know I won't have sex with you. You're like, oh, that's
yeah, she's like, I can't tell you your results, but you.
Don't fuck anybody till you get the next call. That's all I'm gonna say.
It was ridiculous. It was like it's the worst. Like, that's a horrible system. Like, she should have just said, "I'm legally not allowed to tell you. But we'll call you."
Well, Sammy, if you need someone to make you feel better,
Yep, Ben definitely looks better than I do in it.
thank you so much. Also, Sammy, if you want me inside you, I'm happy to help out.
It looks delicious.
By the way, here's what's weird. I was using a different filter program than Ben was, and yet they both have the off-the-side red beret. Why?
That's the number 4 filter on Zoom. You know that?
It's so weird that it's like, and Zoom only has like 20 built-in filters, and they're like, all right, we need a mustache, we need sunglasses, those are old standards. What about a 3/4 tilted beret? That's important. Make it red. Okay, kids love it.
If people Zoom in France, we'll do this. We'll do a French filter so people do.
Ben's still a mushroom, and it's creeping me out.
It's not great.
Great. We got any tips coming in?
Yes, we do. We had Alexander Breyer, $2. Sammy, I found out I had MS in my mid-20s by waking up one day and just walking really fucked up.
Wow.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Yeah. As soon as I was like talking to it about people, like all these people who I never knew, like who I never knew had it, came out the woodwork. Like, yeah, I was diagnosed a long time ago, and like a lot of people just randomly just got better and stuff. But there's a lot of different ways to have it.
By the way, Sammy.
Once you start doing drugs, there are way more people that do drugs than you thought.
Yeah. Just like drugs, yeah.
Taylor just put me on screen. Thanks. Sammy, speaking of drugs, it's funny. Speaking of drugs, do you know Brett Druck?
The name sounds familiar. I don't think so, though.
So Brett's a comic. He's a regular on the show. He's like my main opener, and he has cluster headaches. And one of the main things you could do for cluster headaches is mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, if ever you want to talk to someone about not only how to take them, how to microdose, as well as how to smuggle them into Canada, Brett's your guy.
Great. Awesome.
If you ever want to talk to somebody about not eating mushrooms, I'm your guy. I'm happy to talk about non-vegetable consumption, all right? Here for you, Sammy. Happy birthday!
I think the lesion's back, guys. I think it's back.
And if you want to see how mushrooms can make someone way more fun, talk to Brett for that too, because he's a way better now that he's on mushrooms.
Oh, I enjoy mushroom Brett. I always say on the road, mushroom Brett is best Brett.
Let's see. Linwood Jackson, $5. A 1-star doctor. Jesus, dude, I wouldn't get into a 4-star Uber.
That is true. My cutoff for a restaurant on Yelp is 3.5. You go to a 1-star doctor
for your brain.
Yeah, I definitely don't recommend anything.
That's one of the symptoms. She's like, if you called me, you clearly have a lesion on your brain.
No, but she wouldn't be good enough to say it.
We had Kim Stewart, $15. Sammy, to get rid of that now wow lesion. I think it was Bow Wow. To get rid of that Bow Wow lesion. And then Ray Benjamin, $5 for the Bowers Brain Treatment Fund.
Wait, is that for Sammy or for Bowers?
And me.
Okay.
Perk Sammy for 1 more star.
Nice.
And then Frankie Berman, $5. Sammy, another great set. Get some rest before Bowers takes over your mind.
Look, if you want, I can turn this filter off. It's no problem. Let me just go to a different filter. Oh my God, it's other Bowers filter. Oh, what's that? Oh no! Oh my God, it's even a third version. What's happening over here?
The third
that
one.
Better. There you go. There you go.
I am not a cat.
Cannabis Jones, 2 Canadian. Sam, for some mushrooms, I know a guy.
Nice.
Yeah, Cannabis Jones would know.
Of course he would. Tam, $5. Sammy, I knew something about the multiple holes in your story, just didn't add up. Such a shadowy figure you've turned out to be. Andrea, $5. Sammy, great. Great set. Now Ben's going to do all the shrooms for more sheaf or whatever.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, I'm the sheaf chief. I'm gonna have all the sheafs.
We had Chili Lee Dog tip each comic $10, so thank you.
Nice.
Zara, $5. You're truly one of a kind. Sammy, much love. Patrick Yoakley, $25. Half for you and half for your brain. The brain crying emoji.
This is your brain. This is your brain on Bowers. That's not good.
We had, let's see, another $25 tip come in. Sammy, you're the best. And then,
By the way, your brain on Bowers is 2 fried eggs. They're just on top of a burger.
A sausages burger. Wow, that's my best joke ever.
You need more sheaf, Ben.
By the way, if you want to get rid of a lesion on your brain, Sam, you just gotta do. All you gotta do is you gotta concentrate until like this. You go.
I'll try it. I'll try it.
Give it a try.
By the way, Ben, as a doctor with that advice, 2 stars.
Still better than mine, yeah, for sure.
we also had this I don't appreciate at all. Technics. Had a bunch of medical words. Sclerosis, diagnosis, symbiosis, psychosis, fibrosis, neurosis, self-hypnosis, thrombosis, cyanosis. You killed it as always. Glad you're in the clear, Sammy.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's good. Except for
I
that
really
last
had to work for that one.
You did pretty well on that.
Yeah, you know.
Thanks.
Yeah. Tuberculosis? Sorry.
It was not in there. That one was.
Trigonosis?
Nope, still not in there.
Roses?
Erythrocytosis?
I'm gonna just keep going.
Guns and Roses?
We had a $5 tip for Galina come in from Andrea. She said, Galina, I just changed my Netflix password to see which X's would come out of the woodwork.
Nice.
We had Becky Lynn send in $25 for the Martin grant. Thanks, Becky.
Thank you, Becky.
And we're ready for the game.
All right,
Play
let's
the
do
game.
it.
Okay, so the game today is somehow make a movie warmer. These, if you're in the front row, raise your hands. These are the unpaid entries I liked. We had Greg Murphy frying Nemo.
Oh, God.
Voodoo Bean had a streetcar named Swamp Ass.
Oh, my God.
And Marissa Francis had Honey, I Blew Up the AC.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. So Sammy and Galina, these are the ones that we're going to be voting on. So if you can just remember your favorite one, starting with these guys. Adler, go ahead.
All right. So my 3 are going to be Mrs. Doubt Inferno, Napoleon set off dynamite and burned the whole place down. And the last one is Jim Carrey and Liar Liar, Pants on Fire.
Ehrlich?
So my first one is Bikram yoga instructor. And then south by southeast instead of north by northwest. And then instead of Fargo, Daytona.
Nice.
Awesome. Patrick?
I've got 2, but one's a 3-way, and they're all related to Oklahoma's 13 seasons.
Okay.
Frozen and Buried yesterday.
Nice.
Buzz today. And 13 days of spring until third winter.
Nice.
Abby?
I have My Own Private Florida.
Nice.
Sounds awful.
Citizen, Can You Turn Up the Thermostat?
Nice.
And Pulp Friction.
Bill Thompson.
Okay, instead of Frozen, I got Chili. instead of shape of water, shape of steam.
Nice.
And instead of Mighty Joe Young, Mighty Shabini Young.
Steve Hofstetter.
Wait. Can I give you my credit card, please?
Sure. 50,000 degrees under the sea. Boiled Sharknado.
Nice.
Nice.
And I apologize for the last one. Steam Piercer.
Patsy, go ahead.
I've got 2 on behalf of Rob. His are, instead of gladiator, it's radiator.
Nice.
And he had the burned identity. Mine is 2001, A Space Heater.
Kay Louise, good to see you.
Hello. So we had The Silence of the Lava.
Nice.
The Deep Fryer Hunter. And the final one is The Life of Pi, 30 minutes, 180 degrees Celsius, because Fahrenheit is for heathens.
Nice.
Shots fired.
Andrea.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Hey, look.
We can see you raise your fist in anger, though.
And a thumbs up. Oh, there we go.
Hey, sorry. These are truly terrible. I'm sorry. Frying Pan's Labyrinth.
I like that one.
Oh, some like it hot, which is great because it is.
Nice.
Nice ones. Zara.
Sorry. It is using my research and I'm pissed right now.
Oh, wow.
All right. I feel dirty. So 2 from LaBelle and 1 from me. Ace Ventura, Sweat Detective. Fahrenheit, Bueller's Day Off. And 1 to make a movie hotter, The Notebook starring Rachel McGallagher.
Nice. Frankie Angles.
Okay.
It's better than me. What the fuck?
Out of all of them, Frankie, you look the hottest. So nice work.
Thank you.
You're a 9.4.
I'll take
Enjoying how the hat cannot stay still.
I got Boiling Nemo.
Also, just quickly, Frank, sorry to cut you off, but in defense of the filters, they haven't invented the technology for those angles yet.
No, not yet. Not yet. Still working on that. And I got my second one. I got 300 degrees in this bitch. And instead of the gentleman, it becomes the Schwitzingman.
I love how hard that hat is trying to stay on your head. It is so
it's so weird, right?
Anna Hofstetter.
Okay, so I ended up paying for an extra one. So I have Sweaty Harry,
Yeah.
Grease Fire, Hot Flash Dance.
Oh, like that one.
And
Nice.
the last one, 4 Weddings and a Cremation.
That's good.
Nice.
All right. Who else in our front row wants to do one live on air? Wave at me. Jojo, go ahead.
These are Grammy nominees, so they're new movies. The Trial of the Chicago Fire. A Blazing Young Woman.
Nice.
And One Even Sweatier Night in Miami.
Anybody else in our front row that hasn't gone yet? All right. So here are the rest of the entries. So Jonathan S. had No Country for Cold Men.
Nice.
He had Who Flamed Roger Rabbit.
Oh, fuck.
Amanasala, instead of Puss in Boots, Sweaty Puss in Boobs.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Oh, sweat proofs. Oh, yes.
Jonathan S.
Honestly.
had Celsius 911. So you guys, we stole one of his entries from before. Meg Begley had a few. She had Live Free or Die Hot,
Nice.
Stranger Than Friction,
Nice.
3 Men and a Blanket, Crazy Stupid Lava, and Iron Giant. Iron Giant. I don't know.
Oh, Ironed Giant. Nice.
The iron. It's hot.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Cannabis Jones, Finding Nemo, because as greenhouse gases trap more energy from the sun, the oceans are absorbing more heat, and I can't find him. I'm worried. Jared Chone, coming to Disney Plus this spring, Melted. Wendy Peterson, Sweaty Catty Sack. Jesus Christ. Brian O'Connor had to leave, but his front row entries were Full Metal Parka and The Hot Lebowski. Greg Murphy, we barbecued her, but don't tell mom the babysitter's delicious.
Oh.
He also had Throw Mama on the Grill. God damn it, Greg. Jesus Christ. Burke Hurlitz. Burke Hurlitz had Joan of Arc. Kenneth Jones.
Oh,
Plus, I love that late realization. Oh, she burned.
Oh, she's on fire. Okay.
Cannabis Jones, +7 above instead of -8 below. Grimbeard, Last King of England.
Oh God.
Frankie Berman had, instead of Chicago, Schwitzkago. Schwitzkago? I don't know.
You got it.
Got it.
Okay. He also had, instead of La La Land, Ha Hot. Ha Ha Hot. I have to read these. Instead of Moonlight, Sunlight. Amanasala, Shakespeare in Lava.
Oh.
By the way, that'd be a good fucking movie.
To burn or not to burn?
It's a cross between Romeo and Juliet and Dante's Peak. I would totally watch that.
Still
Wherefore art thou? Wherefore art thou my legs that were here a minute ago?
And then the last couple, Gus Walsh, instead of Chicken Run, running in a chicken costume. And then Amanasala, Cloudy with a Chance of Sweaty Balls. All right, that's it.
Oh my God, there were some really good ones on that one. Who Flamed Roger Rabbit was good. Hot Flash Dance I liked. 2001: A Space Heater was really good. But I gotta go with Sweaty Puss in Boobs. I don't know if it makes me laugh so much, but it does. Sweaty Puss in Boobs is my favorite. Sammy, what was your favorite
game entry? Just game entry.
No, I'll put it up in the top 100 of everything. Anyway.
I will give a special shout out to 2001: A Space Heater because I like that one as well, and I just bought a space heater, so it hit home. But I personally love Pulp Friction. I thought that was really subtle and clever.
Nice. Galina.
Oh, I'm going to contribute a couple before I pick.
Well, we're going to pick first, and we'll contribute a second. Just
All
pick
right.
one first. We're voting, then we'll go for a second.
Ooh, well, I picked the same ones as Sammy, the 2001 Space Heater. And the other one I really liked was the Napoleon Dynamite, or Blew Up Dynamite.
All right. Which one's your vote?
Let's give it to 2001.
All right.
All right.
2001: A Space Heater. Rachel.
I loved coming to Disney Plus this spring. Melted. God damn the
Do
ball
you want to
sack
mop
one.
up a snowman?
I'm gonna give it to 4 weddings and a cremation.
All right, Ben.
Loved Pulp Friction, 2001: A Space Heater, Ace Ventura: Sweat Detective, Throw Mama on the Grill, but my vote goes to Crazy Stupid Lava.
Nice. All right, Steve, it's anybody's game at this point.
Oh, so many good ones. I really liked Bikram Yoga Instructor. I liked Frying Pan's Labyrinth. I really liked Throw Mama on the Grill. Pulp Friction was great. 2001: A Space Heater was great. 4 Weddings and a Cremation was great, but I'm breaking the tie and giving it to Sweaty Puss in Boobs. It made all of us stop for like 30 seconds.
All right, now Galina, what you got? Which ones do you?
All
Do
right.
you have? Yeah.
I got Heat, Pray, Love.
Nice.
Ocean's 8 Degrees Warmer. And Brokeback Volcano.
Nice, Sammy, you got any?
Yeah, I got Tepid Runnings. And then you remember the movie Heat, right? It's already pretty hot. So Heat Stroke. I can make that joke because I had MS for a month. Internal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I'll explain that one. In the internal, the inside of the sun is much hotter than the outside.
Or if you had sunshine inside of you, that would be very hot as well.
Yeah,
And it would kill COVID from what we're told.
Yeah. If you could direct sunlight directly into your veins, COVID goes away. So that's nice.
And just 2 more. March of the Oh Shit, They're Extinct. And then finally, An Inconvenient Truth, and it's hosted by Al Gore, but he's shirtless.
That would make it hotter. Rach, you got any?
I have a few. How many do you guys have? I have 4.
I just got 3.
I have 12 or 13 of them. I'll do whatever. 10 or
And you start until these guys run out, and then give us
Sure. A Few Good Melt.
Furry Potter.
I have All the Way Baked.
Bridge on the River. Why is it so hot?
Similar to Sammy's, I had Eternal Sunburn of the Spotless Mind.
Nice.
I have 50 Shades of Pit Stains.
I've got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood compared to the same time in most of the rest of the country.
Wet Home, Alabama.
What'd you say?
Wet Home, Alabama.
Nice. My last one is Cool Hand Lukewarm.
Instead of Bohemian Rhapsody, we got Pro Heating Man Hot City. Wow, that was not.
We just edited that one out for Ben.
I wasn't sure if that was going to kill or just do okay. I didn't expect 0.
You should check. Maybe the heating mechanism of that joke was broken.
That's the name of Ben's next album. I didn't expect that to kill or do good. I didn't.
I got How to.
All right. You have one?
My last one is My Grill.
Oh, nice.
Talking about My Grill.
My Grill.
I've got Black Klan's Man, It's Hot. How to Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, fuck.
The Rays of the Sun.
Oh.
The Devil Wears Nada. 3 faded billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. Life of I.
Oh my god.
And my last 2, Lord of the Onion Rings. And Deep Blue Seared.
Nice. All right, Ben, it's time to sing the song. Here we go.
It's Leedy Doodle time. It's Leedy Doodle time. And I really regret the Pro Heating Man Hot City one I did.
First up, I have It's Me, Ben Gleib.
That's what you missed, Ben. And then I have, can you smell that, Mom?
What a great Mother's Day card.
I have Ben just loudly proclaiming, I get bang bang daily for mac and cheese.
Box mac and cheese. I'm classy.
Sorry, box mac and cheese.
Is there any other kind?
I know, that's a good point.
How big are my own nipples? You're a modern day philosopher. And then I have Steve trying to assemble his Kia.
Nice. That is the IKEA. That is perfect.
Then I have Sammy's hair process. It's just a car with and then the product. And then we all remember that Ben got COVID pretty early on, but did you know if you zoom in on the swab there actually That's it for me.
Ad art for my heroes and LeeDeeCorbin.com for prints of your very own Leedy Corbin, everybody.
Nice job. All right, we did it. Sammy, where do we find you on the internet? How do we follow you around, buddy?
At Sammy Obeid on the socials. And yeah, like I said, single and ready to mingle.
Jameer, man, we'll see you next time. Hopefully next time I call you about sound check, it's not during a health emergency. So I appreciate it. Galina, where do we find you at?
I am at Galina on everything, and I'm trying to figure out Clubhouse. So I guess if you guys are on there, find me on there too.
All right. Sounds good. We'll appreciate you being here. We'll see you next time. As always, you can follow me at Bowers Comedy. And tonight, in just a few hours at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern, Origin Stories with Jamie Kennedy. So come check that out with me and Queen Rachel interviewing Jamie Kennedy to figure out his life story. So check that out. Ben, what you got coming up?
Can I just first ask you one question about Origin Stories? You guys eat an orange and then you tell stories? Is that how it goes?
We just interview people that are orange. So
I'm on the show soon.
Got it.
That being said, our first intro, Chrissy did when she was welcoming us. Remember, Bounce? She called us Orange Stories, and no, Origin. So that was funny.
Yeah, that was fun.
My things tonight. I'm doing a show on Clubhouse, a roast to raise money for Texas relief from 8 to 10 Pacific. So if you'd like to hop on that, you can hear us make fun of people pretty mercilessly to raise money for a good cause. And then this Friday at 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern is my first headlining set at Nowhere since May of last year. So please get a ticket, nowheretime.com. If you already do, then please tell a friend or two. And it should be an hour and a half of hard laughs. An hour from me and then a half hour from other people. I'm not going to go long on this one. You know what I mean?
By the way, because of that show, Ben and I have pushed the hot dog eating contest from this Friday to the following Friday. So we're gonna have a hot dog eating contest, me and Ben, not this Friday, but next Friday, which means Tam, I can eat a vegetable for you this Friday. So just tell me if you need to eat a vegetable. And
I just realized that I cannot eat like 20, 50, 10 to 20 hot dogs moments before my show begins, and I have to.
That would be real bad. That's a lot of protein. It's you don't want to shit in the studio. That'd be bad. Steve, what you got coming up?
Ben, who books that? Who books Nowhere? How do you?
It's hard to get a gig. I had to wait 9-10 months to get another headlining spot. So, thanks a lot, Steve.
I wouldn't return an email. Anyway, tomorrow night at Nowhere, I have a director's commentary show with the hilarious Brett Druck and Jarrett Berenstein, telling stories, showing behind the scenes, watching clips, and being generally funny. And then on the 28th, I'm doing a live stand-up set at Nowhere as well. So please go get tickets for one and or both of those shows.
Awesome.
I approved all of Steve's dates earlier this week. We only approve each other's dates. So
we do have some stuff to catch up on. So first, Zara, apparently there was a note in one of the chickens. You want to read that note?
Sure.
We can't hear you, boo.
There we go.
Sorry. Having a conniption. I wouldn't have thought to look if you hadn't told me, but there was in one, so it kind of was like that.
Oh my god.
And I'm sorry, I have read it. It says hashtag more cock than Carmel. There's mac and cheese.
I mean, I'm gonna be very honest with you. It's an accurate hashtag. Carmel does not have any cock.
Also, there's 3 chickens there, so more cock than bet. Of 1, I'm assuming.
Well,
I mean, you don't know really
that's the
what
problem.
explains.
Maybe
you don't
Ben's
know.
got 3 cocks spinning in a circle like a fucking Gatling gun, and that's why Carmel won't do it. It's scary.
A few more
What
things.
else?
Technics, my penance, a coin to the Martin Grant's shame jar.
Nice.
And then Dave Adler, a couple people on our front row are assholes. They said, here's what my sister researched for her doctorate. God damn it. Hematopoietic stem cells, adult blood stem cells, and evaluating their clonal contribution to each lineage via retroviral insertion site analysis.
That's
Cool.
pronounced kernel.
She can pronounce words. She just doesn't understand like pop culture stuff. She doesn't understand word like people's names and stuff. That's what she always fucks up. She gets big words and tongue twisters. She's good at. She just doesn't know anything about Harry Potter or movies or songs.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I also love how Bauer's own enunciation during that sentence got worse and worse. She's like, she knows how to say words. She doesn't know how to say dumb twisters and bumplish.
And last couple, Bill Thompson. I love you, Queen Rachel, but how long until you develop hippopotamonstrosis quipdileliophobia?
I think she just got there.
What is that even? And lastly, Patrick. I'm really good with big words. Patrick Yoakley tipped the show $140 and said, "Split for everyone and Taylor. I haven't laughed so hard at game entries."
Awesome. Very
Thanks,
cool.
Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick. That was 70 from Patrick and 70 from his hat.
And y'all,
That'd be a
we're caught
dangerous
up.
hat to wear while chasing storms. That's all I'm gonna say. A slight breeze, that motherfucker's 2 states over. You're wearing that. Yeah, that would stay on. That's like Indiana Jones shit.
You, sir.
All right, Rach, anything you want to say before we get
No.
the audience out of here?
Oh, no. Nice to see you, audience. I'll see you tonight at Origin Stories.
Yep, come tonight. We'll see you tonight, audience. And if not, we'll see you Friday for Fucking Fan Friday. So we will see you on Friday at normal time or tonight at Origin Stories. We love you.
I just want to say too, I don't know how I feel. It's been almost a year of doing this show. And when someone in the chat, Carl and other people say, "Hey, good job pronouncing things, Rachel." Like, I don't know how I feel about that. Congratulated on being able to pronounce things.
Take
Wait, you mean I wasn't able to pronounce them yesterday?
See what I mean? She just did it right now. The thing I was talking about at the top of the show, she just did right now. Okay.
Her trouble pronouncing is less pronounced.
Anyway, we love you guys. I'll see you tonight at Origin Stories, and if not, I will see you on Friday. Bye.
By the way, when Sammy has a kid, it's gonna be like, "It's a boy," and his phone rings. It's gonna be like, "And it's Bowers. I'm late for sound check. I gotta go."
I swear to God, it sounds like he's saying orange and stories. And I will leave you guys with this visual. This is me with female filter on. Hi, hope you're doing well.
Oh,
this
Lord.
is Steve.
Oh.
Good night, everybody. See you Friday.